Oops. Good morning, everyone. Alessandro Piovesan from the silo with the magnificent Hunt Hill Farm. And how are you feeling today? How are you feeling this morning? I hope you're all awesomely excited and inspired to make today the best day of your life because you deserve it. Simple as that. And I'm so excited to be here and share the cool stuff that is happening in my day, trying to learn my guitar and play my things and do stuff, and hopefully will serve as some kind of inspiration or I don't know, cool, cool vibrations for you and everybody else. It's just so awesome when good things are manifesting in your life, and I've been so blessed that so many awesome things are manifesting in my life every day, and I'm happy to share here because it is possible. It is possible. And where I come from, for a long time, I thought that good things were never going to happen to me was kind of impossible. And oh, was I wrong? Was I lost? And we had such an amazing weekend. The entire weekend was awesome. So many amazing things happened. The workshop was fantabulous. We got a full um, group. 20, actually, we had 27 people that really came and engaged and enjoy. Hey, Joe, and I want to thank you for showing up. It was so cool to have you there and everyone else that came. And by the way, all new people. We had 22 new people showing up. And on Saturday, after the workshop, we had a concert. TJ put out an awesome concert after that and an art exhibit. And then Sunday we had the workshop. And now you're preparing. Sandra Cointreau is going to start her exhibit here, and we are. Oh, I have to share. I have to share because this is all part of my day and my mornings and stuff, and it's so exciting to have that response. When you do something and you hope, right? Because I don't have real expectations of things because expectations create anxiety, and I don't really need anxiety in my life. So I hope, people are going to enjoy and things are going to go okay. We're going to be able to share some good stuff and good news and stories and all of that. And it is happening. People are responding in a very positive way, which makes me feel extremely happy, more happier. All these moments and awesome little things that are happening in my moments goes into my um, boxes, my happiness box, my impossible box. And thank God my stinky box is clear, so I don't have to put anything there, and I don't want to put anything there. Well, I'll talk about the boxes later. Oof. So I got the start of the day today, and also the message, right? That we're never too old to dream another dream. Is I'm turning 50 this year, and I'm living a magic moment in my life that honestly I thought, phew, I dreamed a lot of things, but what's happening right now is just so much further beyond what I was able to dream. And now I'm having other dreams inside of this dream, and I'm going to turn 50. By the time I was 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, the years I lived on the streets, I couldn't see anything. I couldn't dream. I could dream a lot, but I couldn't really see it happening. You know what I'm saying? But actually, it's not my rescue, maybe my refugee was in my mind. Was being able to dream and walk the streets and talk to myself, living in that augmented reality right here in my head. This is the only thing I had. I had no idea what I was doing, for starters. I just had that drive to stay alive and keep moving forward. And as I met people and matured and got help and kept moving, I started to, like Cherie says during the experiential workshop, I built a new driveway in my head, in my brain. And, that's to simplify the neuroplasticity part and stuff. A simple way to say is that you pretty much build a new driveway and change the course of your life. So that's what I did unconsciously, right? I just want to survive. So I don't care if you call a new driveway neuroplasticity or brain tuning. All I wanted was to survive and live the life of my dreams. Many times in between, I felt like giving up because it's normal, especially when you don't have access to information, resources, help. It's complex. And on top of it, life is throwing a nice, healthy bunch of crap they have to deal with. Hmm. Pretty easy to get lost, desperate, and all that good stuff. Now, believe it or not, I ran out of thoughts of the day for the stuff that I wrote years ago. Can you believe it? We've been talking here every day and all that stuff and blah, 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 and now I'm just running out of my thoughts. So I decided to start writing new thoughts. So this is my new thought for 2022. I started writing it today. I woke up like I used to do, 2 decades ago. And so I'm going to populate my thoughts of the day with new thoughts 2022. So when I wake up in the morning, whatever I'm feeling, I'll write it down. And having the experience, hey, this girl, she's getting a new toy. Getting the experience, show part of the workshop and hear what people are saying and the way things are moving and sharing so beautifully, I started feeling a little inspired about, the way people are sharing and what they were talking and understanding and looking things around. So now when I wake up in the morning, I'll write whatever I feel because I ran out of thoughts that I wrote in the past. Isn't that great? Means that I've been doing a lot of videos every day for a long time. And so this is the thought I created today for myself, for you, for anyone. All right, here we go. Although sometimes life seems to be taking us through a wild ride, never forget that you will always be the driver, right? Yes, life will apparently seem to be taking you to a roller coaster ride. And it will feel like that a lot, but you are always driving. That's pretty much the way you're interpreting what's happening to you. And sometimes, if we are in a victim mode like I used to be, you can't really see anything. You just see that life is attacking you, things are against you, people are against you, my life is against me. And you start getting desperate and lost and unhappy and all that stuff and the pressure that comes with it. But at the end of the day, you are the driver. You are making those decisions. You are choosing to feel this way. It sounds dry and weird and like, yeah, well, I don't have it. I'm just telling you how I felt. Because I'm sharing here the truth of my life and the things that I went through and how I dealt with them and what the outcome was. And usually, when you are in victim mode, not even survivor yet, we're just in victim mode, self destructive, abandonment, and feeling bleh, very well. It's complicated. It's not easy to look and try to feel anyway. We're always trying to find, when you're in victim mode, it means that you're finding guilt or fault in someone else for what's happening to you. And yes, people do things against us, and how we react to those things and whatever happened within the things that are happening, we're going to choose how to deal with it. This is part of life, challenges and obstacles and things that happens all the time. So we must be able to actually understand where we want to go and not just react to the things that are happening, to sit down and make that decision, make that hard, tough decision. Sometimes you feel, society puts so much pressure on us to perform in certain ways, to do certain things. And we end up absorbing this and believing that this is the truth. That everything society puts at you is the way you should go and should behave. And this is society trying to shape us into a way that makes everyone feel more comfortable with your behavior, with your ideas, and your modus operandus, right? How you should follow certain things. But after you mature a little bit and understand that at the end of the day, you are driving the car, the boat, the plane, or whatever of your life and your living, and you are the only one that are going to pay those consequences. Isn't that interesting? That society tries to dictate how you should behave and what you should do by leaving it entirely up to you to make the choices and pay for the consequences. The good thing when you're in a younger phase of your life, like I used to be, here I'm still in my 27s, but here I am in my 55,000 years. But when you were younger and surrounded by certain pressures of society for anything, to get a college degree, to get a better job, to whatever, it's just good because you have time to make wrong decisions or not so good decisions for yourself in pursuit of that living that will make you whole. Of course, that at the younger age, we don't even know sometimes, what makes us whole, what we want. All we know is that we're not feeling good. We're not satisfied. We're not happy. It's too much pressure. We don't know why. And most of the time it's because you might be following a path that is not the one that you really want to go. In many situations, it could simply be because you're so overwhelmed with society's impositions. I hope this word is right. Society imposing things on you that grab your mindset and throws you to this roller coaster ride, which you don't know what's going on because I'm doing everything right, but suddenly things that you love to do, you're hating to do. And the dream that you had of a degree that you thought you wanted now became so complicated that you don't feel that joy anymore. Come back home. Right, come back home in that place that you can feel as yourself. You can be yourself and communicate with yourself. It doesn't matter which age you are always capable of finding that perfect millisecond alone in your head with yourself. Look at through everything and figure out. Let your mind and your soul, yourself speak to you to what really matters to your life, regardless of the age that you are. I organize my life with buckets to make it easy, like the driveway that Shuri was explaining for the neuroplasticity of the brain. I have my happiness bucket, my impossible bucket, and my stinky box. The happiness bucket goes every single expression of happiness that manifested in my life. I don't care how long, what was the length and the reason, as long as I have been happy and that particular moment made me happy, goes into the bucket. So when I feel that I'm not happy or I can't be happy or I'll never be happy, I open this bucket, smell, taste it, feel it. I'm like, yeah, but I wish I could be happier longer. Well, keep going, go after. Then the impossible box. All the moments and things that I thought I could never achieve because I didn't have the skills, the maturity, the time, whatever reason. But still, here I am. Sounds weird, right? 37 years later, here I am. And I thought I was never going to make it. And I did. So it goes into the impossible box. The stinky one is everything that I have ever done that could have caused negative turbulence in other people's lives and in the world around me. And things that only I know I've done wrong or I shouldn't have done it. So it goes into the stinky box. What sucks about the stinky box is that it takes from other things that might go right to you, but in that particular moment, it didn't. is because you might be paying the price for some of the bad stuff that you did in the past, stuff that went into the stinky box. So when you are connected to yourself, open the box up, smell, stink, feel all of that, and realize that you will be responsible for everything that you do, the good and the bad. So the soonest you become aware of that and can figure out ways to clear your mind before you act into the contributions to the stinky box, the better your living will be. It took me forever to understand this. I'm still in a healing process because I never had the opportunity to use tools to approach um experts or anything. I just had to learn on my own, which is not the case today because the internet, the resources. Remember, I come from a dinosaur era. There were no cell phones and anything. I saw the internet come out for the first time. Of course, the first time for me, which was like in the late 90s, right? But today, there's so many resources that we can just tap into and help us get there and get our mind straight. Because it's so wonderful the things we can do when our minds are clear and when we know what really makes us fulfilled and happy. So once you connect with yourself and tap into your buckets, make your deposits and clear your stuff, come back here, come back to the world and keep going this roller coaster ride or whatever ride you're taking, and know that you are the driver and keep plowing through. You got power, you got the experience. I mean, you may not have the experience yet, but you got the power. If you have the willingness and you're not afraid of fighting for the life of your dreams, you're going to get it. You're really going to get it. And if you believe you can use tools, come and register to April's workshop. The lineup. Oof. I know. Online, the schedule is till the March one. I'm moving stuff around, but Cherie's gonna be there. Dr. Stephanie Salt will be there. There'll be so many other awesome people. And I hope you'll be there too. And share with your friends. So go to workshop.thesilo.org. Register for April, and I think tomorrow, May, will be available for registration as well. It's so fantabulous. And I hope to see all of you here. No, all of you, 25 of you, because we limit to 25 people. And the workshop is entirely free thanks to the volunteers. They're professional volunteers that are coming and sharing this, day a month to try to make people's lives a little better. And Healthcare Advocates International, because they keep the lights on. And this allows us to produce this amazing tool sharing workshop to get us unstuck. Mm, I also like to ask if you can help the people of Ukraine. They're going through so much right now, but just make sure that you are choosing a reputable, capable organization that can really take your donation or your support to the hands and the lives of the Ukrainian people. Make sure that this help and effort that you're putting through go through and really gets to them. But at the same time, also remember that we have hundreds of families in our town, and certainly in your town if you're not in New Milford, that could and are being affected by hunger and other needs. So while you're helping the people of Ukraine, if you can also help a little bit your neighbor right here, then yeah, we're really making this awesome contribution to building a more just, humane, and equitable society for everyone. If times are hard and you feel you could benefit from coming to a magic place and enjoying the birds and Mother Nature, taking time for yourself, learning some awesome history, come to the silo, visit Hunt Hill Farm, take your time, connect with yourself, If you could bring 1 pound of non-perishable food or more, that will be donating to support the fight against hunger in our town, it will be amazing, because an empty stomach feeds a very dangerous mind. And at the same time that you're helping, solve the hunger problem issue in our town, you're also supporting the achievement of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Yes, number 1 and 2, eradication of extreme poverty and hunger. An empty stomach feeds a very dangerous mind. Remember that. And I wish you all an amazing, fantabulous week, filled with love, happiness, opportunities for you to find your true calling and live the living of your dreams, because you deserve it. And life is our best gift. It doesn't cost us anything. It comes for free every day and give us an opportunity to have another day to do whatever we want to do. And I hope you do everything you want to do to achieve the fantabulous living of your life, because you deserve it, and with tons and tons and tons of positive vibrations always. Thank you.